We often find ourselves in rooms where intelligence is measured by the quick flash of a fact, by the speed of a witty retort, or the sheer breadth of memorized information. There's a certain palpable pressure, isn't there, to know everything, to possess an immediate answer for every question posed, to appear effortlessly informed. But what if true smartness, the kind that genuinely changes the dynamic of a conversation, that deepens a connection, or that shifts the very atmosphere of a gathering, isn't about knowing more facts, but about understanding more deeply? It isn't about the triumphant win of an argument, but about seeing the intricate, often invisible currents that flow beneath the surface of things, the unspoken motivations, the hidden anxieties, the quiet joys. It's about feeling the subtle nuances in a gesture, a pause, a choice of words, nuances that others might easily miss. This deeper, more resonant wisdom allows you to truly grasp the entirety of a situation, to empathize with its many intricate facets, and crucially, to connect with others on a profoundly human level, often without uttering a single word of correction or debate. This isn't a skill set found neatly indexed in a textbook. It is something cultivated in the quiet, deliberate, and deeply personal act of absorbing entire worlds through words. We pick up books for countless reasons: for a momentary escape from the everyday, for a dose of targeted information, or simply as a fleeting distraction. Yet sometimes, in a way that feels predestined, a book picks us. It finds us at a crossroads in our lives, or in a moment of quiet, unexpected introspection, and it demands far more than just passive consumption. It asks us to lean in closely, to grapple with unfamiliar ideas, to wrestle with perspectives that challenge our own deeply held beliefs. It invites us, sometimes gently, sometimes forcefully, to let its pages slowly reshape the very architecture of our minds, to reconfigure the frameworks through which we perceive the world. This isn't merely reading in the conventional sense. It's a quiet, intensely personal internal pilgrimage, a transformative journey through landscapes both intimately familiar and breathtakingly strange, leaving us irrevocably changed, subtly yet profoundly different. The act itself, this solitary communion with bound paper and ink, becomes a profound exercise in mental agility and emotional elasticity. The science behind this profound transformation is both compelling and deeply personal in its impact. Regular, sustained reading, particularly of complex literary material, acts as a rigorous mental workout, a kind of cognitive strength training for the brain. It actively strengthens and expands neural pathways, improving not just rote memory but working memory, sharpening our concentration, and significantly expanding our vocabulary and verbal fluency. Think of it as building a more resilient, more agile, and more richly interconnected mind, capable of greater processing depth and imaginative leaps. This sustained engagement with the written word isn't merely a fleeting benefit. It's a powerful cognitive shield, a protective force capable of preserving brain function and even significantly delaying cognitive decline in later life. But the gifts extend far beyond raw processing power or mental longevity. Literary fiction in particular is an unparalleled engine for empathy, a profound simulator of human experience. By immersing ourselves in the intricate inner lives of characters, their hopes, their fears, their moral quandaries, we instinctively practice what psychologists call theory of mind. This is the subtle, complex human ability to understand and predict others' thoughts, feelings, and intentions, even when they are vastly different from our own. We step into countless perspectives, experiencing the joys, the sorrows, the triumphs, and the dilemmas of lives that may be profoundly different from our own. This constant, immersive practice expands our own emotional landscape, making us more compassionate observers of the human condition, better communicators, and more acutely attuned to the subtle, often unspoken signals of the world around us. It's a profound way to try on different lives, to expand the very boundaries of our own understanding, and to inhabit the skin of another, if only for a few hundred pages. So, which kinds of books, then, are the keys that unlock this deeper intelligence, this nuanced expansive way of seeing the world? It's almost invariably the ones that resist easy answers, that steadfastly refuse to simplify the messy truth of human existence. Challenging literary fiction with its profound moral ambiguities, its intricate psychological depths, and its refusal to offer neat resolutions, forces us to confront uncomfortable truths and to embrace complexity as an essential part of understanding. These are not merely stories that tell you what to think, but rather they are profound guides that teach you how to feel, how to question assumptions, how to hold contradictory ideas in your mind simultaneously. Think of those novels that linger in your consciousness long after the final page, that compel you to revisit their worlds, finding new layers of meaning and insight with each subsequent reading. Then there is profound nonfiction, not simply a dry collection of facts, but works that offer entirely new, transformative frameworks for understanding history, the universe, philosophy, or human behavior. Engaging with these often difficult texts expands our vocabulary, introduces us to sophisticated modes of thought, and cultivates invaluable intellectual virtues. The patience to wrestle with complex ideas, the diligence to trace an argument, and, perhaps most importantly, the intellectual humility to acknowledge the vastness of what we do not yet know. And we cannot, of course, overlook the literary canon, that shared tradition of human thought that echoes across centuries, connecting us to minds both ancient and modern. These works offer a timeless lens through which to view our own contemporary world and our place within its grand narrative, reflecting on universal themes of justice, mercy, morality, love, loss, and the enduring questions of existence itself. These aren't just books to be read and then set aside. They are instruments for sharpening the mind and softening the heart, tools for building a richer internal world. The profound cumulative consequence of this immersive, deliberate reading isn't a boastful knowledge, a restless need to correct every misstatement or to parade one's erudition. Instead, it cultivates a quiet, unwavering competence, a profound understanding that manifests not as dominance, but as deep discernment. When you walk into a room, having engaged deeply with such literature, you don't necessarily possess all the immediate, surface-level answers to every factual query. But you do hold a far deeper capacity for understanding the questions themselves, their underlying assumptions, their emotional weight, their historical context. You can discern the unspoken motivations behind a statement, appreciate the nuanced validity of diverse, even conflicting viewpoints, and articulate complex ideas with a clarity and a nuance that transcends superficiality. You're not just informed, you are profoundly insightful, capable of seeing beyond the obvious. You don't dominate the conversation with a deluge of facts. Instead, you enrich it, offering perspectives born from a lifetime of witnessing countless human lives unfold on the page, of feeling their struggles and triumphs as if they were your own. This is the hallmark of a deeply cultivated intelligence, not just knowing what is, but understanding why it is and how it feels to those experiencing it. It's the rare ability to connect the seemingly disparate dots between ideas, to perceive coherent patterns where others see only chaos, and to communicate that hard-won understanding with grace and with empathy. These books, then, do not merely fill your mind with data, with isolated pieces of information. They fundamentally expand your entire way of being, reshaping the very fabric of your thought and feeling, broadening the very horizons of your consciousness. They forge within you a kind of wisdom that transcends mere information, allowing you to move through the world not with arrogance, but with a quiet, profound understanding, a deep and resonant connection with the vast tapestry of human experience. This is the ultimate gift of the literary life, a gift that allows you to truly see, hear, and feel. To be the smartest person in the room, then, is not to know every fact or win every debate, but to understand every heart, to grasp the unspoken narratives, and to see the world with a depth only found in the quiet spaces between the words.